Hidden Pearls podcast fam. We are returning for week 10 of the NFL season, and it is just me and GK today. So, hello, little brother.
Hi, George Kittle here. Happy to be here. Little brother of
Where are
Emma.
we? Where are you today?
Currently, I am in the San Francisco 49ers equipment staff, their offices. And I'm sitting here at Rob Lloyd's desk, currently next to Gilby and Doc, having a great time. So if you see anyone walking through, it's one of our prestigious equipment managers.
Amazing. Well, tell them thank you for sharing the office. Bruce is on a plane right now. George is about to get on a plane, and I'm hanging out in San Diego. So let's fly through this. Niners come out
Mm.
of their bye week rested and excited to go. Can you confirm that, brother?
I can confirm that the boys are hot, heavy, and ready to go. Excited to get down to Florida,
Oh.
the land of the Bosas. Very, very excited just to play football again and try to get out of this little skid that we're dealing with right now. Never want to deal with skids. You want to deal with positive things in motion. Currently, we're going to flip this and get back to winning.
I love that. I love
Thank
that.
you.
I can't wait to watch. I see you're sporting our Hidden Pearls hat too. That is a love that logo. We got some more Hidden Pearl stuff coming out tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow our app launches. And we've been a
Oh,
little low key about it, but our soft launch is tomorrow. So if you guys are listening, you can get on the App Store, on
Emma,
Android.
what are the great people? What are they going to find on this app?
Great question, brother. So we split it up into 3 different categories. We have movement, meditation, and mindfulness. And
Ooh.
within those categories, George, Bruce, and I kind of share some different practices that are very integral to not only our family, but kind of just the way that we live our life and how I think we all kind of live in joy and we find that energy. And I think something that I think we're all really good at is being able to move stuck energy through us. So instead of getting really hung up on, being really frustrated or feeling kind of like locked into a situation, we're really good at taking action on moving that energy through us. And so a lot of the practices that you're going to find are um, how to do that for yourself. And there's a lot of different categories, and we have breath work, and we have some mindful awareness and performance with Bruce. We got some cold exposure with GK, a little breath work that he leads. But yeah, it's coming together. And if you're looking in the App Store, it's called Hidden Pearl Studio, and it's the same. It's our logo, so you'll see it right there. But yeah,
Wow, that sounds fun, Emma. That sounds really fun. And I know you guys have probably spent a lot of time on this, so it's going to be a great app with great videos. You're going to learn stuff. You're going to think outside the box. And then you're going to maybe work on some box breathing as well.
Lots of box breathing. You know how much I love box breathing. So there's a lot of box breathing, and we're kind of learning as we go, but it's something that we've always wanted to do. And so we're doing it. And I'm really excited to share it with everybody and continue to build this community. So thank you, George.
I think it's a great idea. It's a great call. I'm excited about it. I've got to fiddle with the app as well. It's going to be fun. And Emma's very good at all the things that she does. Bruce is really good at things that he does. And I'm good at jumping into cold water. So
You are.
check it out.
You are.
Experience something fun.
You're really great. And I will also say that if you want a little bit more information about the app, if you go to hiddenpearlsstudio.com, you'll see it there. And there's a lot more information. And then if you are one of those people who might have gone to the 49ers drag brunch, or if you are going to the Women of the Niners event and you have a special discount code, if you go through the website, you'll be able to apply that, but not through the App Store. So just a little heads up, behind the scenes action. But we're really, really excited. And Bruce and I, with some cameos from GK, we're not quite sure on the schedule, but there'll be a live monthly mindfulness class. And so kind of a place for us to meet collective. If you have any questions, we're very excited to start leading those and doing some in-person stuff, or in person, but also, on the app. So yay, very excited. Speaking of cold weather, brother, you were just on your bye week. How was it?
I was on my bye week. Well, you know what? I love football, but being able to get away in the middle of football season and take a time to take a step back, um, think about the things that you have done or that you haven't done yet, look ahead and see what is in front of you, but also kind of have that time to kind of set your mindset in for, well, what do you want to do with the rest of the season? You're halfway through it. What are we going to do with the rest of it? And so that's kind of how I like to approach it. And then I kind of like just to cut away and not think about anything except for hanging out with my wife. And that's kind of what we did. We went up to, Montana, up on a lake. It was wonderful. Um, yeah, it was wonderful. Honestly, there weren't a lot of people there because it was out of season. So it was right after the summer season. The lake was too cold for people to be on the water, and it wasn't cold enough yet for the skiers to be there. So the area was pretty empty, and that was really fun for me and Claire. So enjoyed that time with my wife. Sat in front of the fireplace a lot. Played a lot of cards, Kings in the Corner, golf. What else did we play? I think those were the only two that we really played. Oh, played a little Crazy Eights, and I think that's about all we played. Played a lot of golf though. That's one of our favorite games. Ooh, that's Alan.
Hi, Alan.
Hey guys. Hey, Alan.
That's amazing. Well, George, could you maybe touch on, just in the spirit of our mindfulness app coming out and then also you coming off of bye week, could you maybe touch on why it's so important to maybe get away and reset and allow your mind to be less consumed with certain things?
Sometimes when you're in the middle of something for a long time, like the NFL, for example, the NFL season's a long season, and for us athletes who, it's kind of a year-round thing for us. Even like my off season is still like my anxiety kicks in probably, I don't know, a month after the season ends. It's like, okay, well, I got to start training now and getting ready for OTAs and or the season. And so like I'm back at it 5 days a week. And then I'm thinking about, well, on my weekends, while yes, I have my weekends off, I'm still like, well, I can only do so many things. I want my body to be ready to go for Monday morning. So it's like a year round thing. And then you get to training camp and then you're in the facility every single day, for the foreseeable, future all the way up until the Super Bowl. And so when you have that week, you can just kind of step away from it all. And when you're just in it all the time, every single day, sometimes that you might overthink stuff. Are you kidding me, guys? Is that Pete?
Yeah.
Sorry, Pete. That's one of our PR guys. All he cares about is trying to get Brock Purdy to talk to the media. It's absolutely outrageous. And he's a Wisconsin Badger who
Mm.
loses, just can't be a winner at all. There's Doc. He's a king. Peter, get out of here. I'm doing a podcast. Kids these days. He's a big me guy. Unlike the equipment staff here. There's Rob. Hey, what's up? There's your phone.
Thank you.
But to have that time to kind of step away and just kind of shut it off and be able to take a deep breath, recenter, refocus, not have that whatever the pressure is of being there every single day and trying to perform. You can just kind of shut it off and let your body and your mind just take a deep breath, and that's really good for you sometimes. So if you can't ever do that, you might not need a week, but if you can just take a day or a couple hours to yourself, that's very healthy for your body, mind, and soul.
I love that. George, I know that the theory of like taking time off is great, and I think you are very good at being present. But have you ever found yourself like mid bye week just obsessing over something that you're supposed to be taking some space from? And if so, do you have any practices or ways of kind of moving through that and like actually changing your focus?
Well, you can ask Claire. About 4 days into our bye week, she was like, "You're already ready to go back to football." And I am, and I was. And, honestly, personally, for me, I wasn't ready for the bye week. I wanted to continue to play. My body was in a spot where I just wanted to keep going. Um, but it is what it is. And, the bye week, it showed up when it showed up. And so when you are in that time and you kind of get back into that mindset or I can only think about this because I know what's looking ahead of me. And, what's that awesome Kung Fu Panda quote? Um, what is it? The past, what is it? The past is the past. What is that quote? Help me out.
I'll look it up. Keep going while I
Mm.
look it up.
Anyways, while you look that up, it's if you're looking too far into the future or you're thinking too much about the things that have happened and you don't take time just to be in that present moment, you're going to miss out on the things that you have access to do, and you can do a lot of preparation for your mind, your body, and that can set you up for success. And while yes, the things that you have to go through, in the future are coming, you can do a lot of work in that present time to set yourself up for it instead of just thinking about the things that are coming up. What's the
Um,
quote?
the quote is, "Yesterday is history,
Yeah.
tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift." That's why it's called the present.
Boom. I have an absolute banger of a quote. So live in the present. Take a deep breath. Recenter. Refocus. Attack the day. And be great.
Attack the
Shit
day.
today.
All right, give us a little football 101 on the Jags. What's going on over in Florida right now?
The Jacksonville Jaguars are on a 5-game win streak. They beat a lot of good teams on the road and at home. They went to Pittsburgh, won at Pittsburgh. They're winning some big. They went to New Orleans, beat New Orleans on the Thursday night game. So they're playing well. Their offense is executing. They're running the ball well. Brandon Sheriff is down there. C.J. Beathard is down there. They got some Hawkeyes down there. So obviously a good team when you got those boys. On the defensive side of the ball, their two edge guys are two players that I think are very good. They got the first overall pick, number 44, Walker from Georgia. Go Dogs. And on the other side, you have Josh Allen, not the quarterback for the Bills, the defensive lineman for the
Mm.
Jags. Um, and those two guys are very, very athletic, physical, violent, fast. They're very good football players on the edges that make it difficult to run the ball. They set the edge really well. And so those are the guys that I'm going to be matched up with a lot. Their linebackers are these big, strong, thick guys who like to hit and be physical. They're fast, they're downhill. So you have that to deal with, and their secondary is playing at a high level too, forcing a bunch of turnovers, and they have the most. I'm pretty sure this defense has the most turnovers in the NFL. So that's what we're going against, and to win this game, we have to not turn the ball over, and we need to run the ball, and that's my opinion. So that's what I hope that we're going to do is not turn the ball over and stay on the field, give our defense breaks, and score a lot of touchdowns. We got Debo back. I think Trent's back. So we're going to go in this game healthy, and we're going to come out of it very healthy, and hopefully with a dub.
I love that. How has your new defensive end, Mr. Young, integrated in?
He looks like a monster. It was awesome. So
Fantastic.
like the bye week was, and then we're like, oh wow, we traded for Chase Young, and then I forgot about that during my bye week because I try to stay in the present, kind of zoned out from everything football world. And I showed up on Monday, and Chase Young walked in like 2 minutes after I was there. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot you were on our team. That's so cool. Talk about a
That's cool.
present in the present day. Wow. Yeah, he looks awesome. Very excited to see him play in a Niners jersey. It's going to be really fun to see him and Nick Bosa racing at a quarterback.
I love that. What's his number?
92.
Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
love that. Well, anything else you want to say about football or the trip? Do you have some good shows downloaded for the flight?
I do. I do. Very excited. The Loki season finale came out on Thursday, and I'm like 2.5 episodes behind because I was watching episode. Let's just say there's 6 episodes. I was watching episode 3, and then Claire fell asleep, and she didn't want me to watch anymore, and then I couldn't watch the
Fair.
next episode. So I have 2.5 episodes. So I have like 2 hours ish of Loki to watch, and I'm very excited about that because everyone's told me it's really good. And I tried my best to stay off of Twitter and not read any of the spoilers. Sorry, X, whatever that means. It's not called Twitter anymore. So I'm trying to avoid all those spoilers, but everyone that has seen it has told me it's amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. I got my Game Boy. I'm going to play some more Pokemon Emerald. Make sure I just dominate foos. And then what else do I have? And I have James Bond, Quantum of Solace, whatever that is, the second one. About 45 minutes into that one. So I'm going to finish that one as well. Then probably take a fat nape.
Mm. Um, that book that you recommended to Cody, A Game of
Some roses, a court, I don't
A
know,
Court of
thorn.
Roses and Thorns or something.
Sure.
Um, Something like that. I can't remember what it is, but he's obsessed. He's obsessed. He usually calls me and talks to me on the way home from work. And now if I call him, he's like so annoyed that I'm interrupting book time.
Well, it's a
Um,
great. Is he reading or on Audible
he's
or
listening to
whatever?
it,
Yeah,
uh,
he's
audiobook.
listening to it.
I
Yep.
listened to the first 6 chapters and I'm pretty hooked. I keep thinking about the fairies. I'm very excited.
You know what? It's really funny because it's definitely like it's a good fantasy novel. Definitely a girls like a girl book. The way that I'm very yes. So I'm like I don't know if I'm halfway through book 2, but I'm like probably a third of the way through book 2, and I'm enjoying. It's a little bit faster, and I like where it's going so far. So I'm very excited. I'll probably listen to that on this flight as well.
How many books are in the series?
5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they
Look
like
at
the
that.
fifth book just came out, and it's from a different. So like the first four books are from the main character's perspective, and then the fifth book is from like her sister's perspective. Is that's what I've been told. Like Claire's brothers, yeah. I mean, like I know a bunch of people who are reading it. The Dwellies are reading it. That's what kind of got me into it. So pretty interesting. I'm excited about it.
Pretty interesting. Okay, so I want to skip over to some dog stuff. Um, first of all, it is our baby girl's birthday. Bean
Deanie,
Bean.
Deanie is 6 years old, which is pretty awesome. Very excited that she's in my life. Unfortunately, she's at our dog sitter's house because Claire is in Nashville and I'm on my way to Jacksonville, and I can't be with my little dog on her birthday. But when I get back, we'll be sure to celebrate, and I'll make sure she's a super happy pupper.
She's a great dog. She's a great dog. I can't believe she's 6. I feel like she is well into like she's like a teenager all the time.
It's unreal. Yeah, she's got more attitude than Claire does.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. That's hilarious. Okay, and the other dog thing I really wanted to bring up is a few weeks ago we started posting about the Purina Visible Impact Award, and some of our friends from Operation Freedom Paws, Ramon and Huey, were up for the award and they won. And so for all of you who voted, I just want to say thank you so much. I think they get personally like $10,000, and then Operation Freedom Paws gets like $25,000, which is enough to create and facilitate a full new team of a dog and handler. So that's a really, really big deal, and we're very grateful. So congratulations to Huey, Ramon, and Operation Freedom Paws.
Congratulations, guys. Thanks for doing all the awesome work that you do and giving back to our community and our vets and those dogs that need love and compassion. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being good people.
Yeah, definitely. So, and they're actually going to be highlighted at the Women of the Niners event. You're going to get to meet them. Don't forget, Bruce and I are leading a retreat to India. We would love to have y'all come. I'll post all the information in the show notes. George, any final hidden pearls of wisdom that you would like to wrap up with?
I would say, kind of back on the quote that I said, one of my favorite things that I always say to myself or what I write on jerseys, like my quote is be great today. Doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter what's going to happen tomorrow, what's on its way. Just focus on being great today. And then if you can be great today, and then you can be great the next day and the next day, and you just keep stacking those great days to see where you end up, because I promise you're going to be very, very pleased with the results, and you're going to enjoy the things that you build and the progress that you made. And it kind of, looking back on, I was watching CMAs, and Jelly Roll, our guy, won a bunch of awards, and he won Best New Artist at the age of 39. And I thought it was really cool. If you guys, we can post a link in the bio, but he gave like a minute-long speech and just talked about how the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason, because it's what's coming is more important than what has already happened. And so take those small, consistent steps in the right direction, and you're going to love the results that come from them. So just be great
Yeah,
today and focus on what's going on.
I love that. I actually thought about your quote many times during this app building process. I was like, man, yesterday was tough, but today I'm going to show up with a good attitude and we're just going to figure out how to code some stuff and whatever.
Keep going.
So
Just keep
just
going.
keep
It doesn't
stacking
matter.
them.
Hey, no, yeah, just keep going, because no one else really, you have people that are going to help and support you and care about you, but it's on you. So just go attack it one day, one rep, one breath at a time.
One breath at a time. All right, brother. Well, I love you very much. I won't see you in Jacksonville, but I will be watching from the new couch that I just got, which is so. We also
Send me
already
a
put our
photo of it.
Christmas
I
tree up.
love furniture.
I
What's up?
know. I said we also already put our Christmas tree up, so it's a happy household.
So the older I've gotten, I used to be a very big stickler on like Christmas can't happen until after Thanksgiving, and I'm being more lenient on that now because
Mm.
I saw Mariah Carey posted like this video of her. She's like frozen
Unthawing.
in a big. She's frozen in a big ice block, and someone breaks her out of it, and it's like, all I want for Christmas is you. And now I'm just in the Christmas spirit because that song's a banger.
It is a banger. It is a
Also,
banger.
song of
And
the
I feel like
week. This is what I'm going to
yeah.
start doing. Song of the week.
Okay,
Lips of
song
an
of the week.
Angel by Hinder. Lips of an Angel by Hinder. For all you guys out there, go
Wow.
listen to that song. Coming from the lips of an angel, hearing those words, it
It
makes
makes
me
me
weak.
weak.
There it is. Listen to it. Have a great vibe. Love you guys. See you next week.